What's going on, people? We are Tottenham TV, back here for another Tottenham update. Got a bit of transfer news and injury news to bring you today, and we'll start off with the potential transfer news for the summer. And Miguel Delaney has brought an article regarding Pedro Neto and Eberechi Eze, and he says Tottenham are aiming to make a wide forward their main summer signing this summer, with Wolves' Pedro Neto and Crystal Palace's Eberechi Eze currently the two main targets. However, the decision may be made for them because Man City is seen as the likeliest destination for Eberechi Eze this summer. And if Eze does go to Man City, first of all, what a signing for Man City that is. Who do you think makes way for him?
Jack Grealish.
You think it's going to be Jack? Because there's
a lot of talk about him being, maybe a bit unhappy at the moment.
Do you think Jack Grealish will be really good in the Ange system?
Yes.
Great one-on-one dribbler.
Yeah.
He's got quality at the end of it as well. I mean, they signed him for 100 million. How much do you reckon they get for him?
I don't think they get 100 million.
No, nowhere close. I don't think.
I think they have to take a big hit on that. So,
would you like if I offered you 60 million for Jack Grealish? Would you take it?
Probably.
I think he'd be brilliant under Ange.
I think he's a great player. I think he's a bit of a maverick as well. I think he can really suit that left-hand side. I think he's not just good dribbler, but he's also a good chance creator as well. Maybe under Ange, he can have the shackles off a bit. He's obviously been very regimented under Pep. He's, has to do very specific things on the left-hand side. A lot of people feel like he's lost his magic since going to City. Not that he's become a worse player. He just has lost a bit of flair about him that he used to have. And maybe if he plays under Ange, he could bring that back to him potentially. It would be a great signing. So I definitely wouldn't rule that out. And it looks like at the moment, it looked like last season he was really getting to grips with City. And then this season, Doku's come in and he's kind of taken a back seat again.
Yeah.
It's been a bit of a shame. I saw you see him in midweek as well, looking a bit depressed.
Yeah.
Against Luton.
Injuries he's got as well, doesn't he?
He might have picked up an injury as well. He just doesn't look a happy figure at the moment at City. Maybe he does need a move.
Yeah, and I think Ange is the perfect guy to reinvigorate his career as well. I feel like, and like I said before, I think he'd suit the system so well. He's the kind of player we need. And I feel like a link up between him and James Maddison it would be something special, to be honest. I feel like he's the way he is and the way he is on the pitch, like a proper Tottenham player, though.
If you could sign him for 60 or Neto for 60, who are you picking?
I would prefer Neto in my team for what he gives you. But with the injury problems that Neto has, I might just side with Jack Grealish,
I think I'm just siding with Neto, to be honest.
I do think Neto's a better player, don't get me wrong.
Yeah, I think Neto's just better for us, better suited to the system. And yeah, you got a point in terms of availability, but I think it's worth the risk, just how much upside there is. So I'm just going to shade it with Neto. In terms of Eze, look, if City are in for him, it's going to be a tough sell. Again, as I've said before, I do think right now his best position is not more central than it is on the left, but I think he's obviously still very good on the left, or not so much on the right, more on the left, but he's quite good on the left. So, I mean, I'd love him. I think he's an unbelievable player. I think he'd be brilliant. But I don't think, it's not going to be easy competing with City if that's going to be the case. Yeah,
I mean, if it's a shootout between us and City, unfortunately, there is only going to be one winner for Eze. But the way he fits into that Man City team, imagine having him and Foden in the same team, and one of them can go equally out to the left as in the middle, and it'll be so fluid. You wouldn't know where to go, would you?
Yeah, and I think as well, if he does that, he'll start to get his flowers for England as well, because I think he's just a guy who should be involved for England.
He's a top quality player. In terms of Pedro Neto, though, I mean, we've covered this guy to death already, and the transfer window hasn't even started yet. But there are going to be many teams out after him. And let's say Neto does end up going to a Liverpool or an Arsenal, Eze goes to a Man City, we could do a lot worse than Jack Grealish.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
But let's talk about injury news coming into the game this weekend. Paul O'Keefe says it's a close call on whether Pedro Porro is available against Palace. He might not be ready for the game. Destiny Udogie is further along in comparison and is training, but no word on Richarlison as of yet. There has been murmurings and rumours that he hasn't been training all week.
Yeah, and could be a big blow considering the goal scoring form he's in. Although post the Wolves game, there was a few calls for people calling for Son to go back in the number 9, and they might get their wish due to injury more than anything. It does cause a bit of problems just because Palace do play that back three, low block, potentially under Glasner, intense kind of back three. And can Son get joy in that kind of system? We'll have to wait and see. Maybe Richarlison's better suited to that kind of game, but yeah, obviously Sonny will have to play that number 9. In terms of Porro, if he doesn't make it, which seems unlikely at the moment, which would be a massive shame, what do we do? Do we play? I would like to see Ange be a bit more creative with his selection. I don't want to see Emerson go there, whether it means putting Dragoshin in there, going a back three, or does it mean putting a midfielder who would usually play in midfield at right back, like a Sarr or something. I would like him to be a bit more flexible, because we know how Emerson really destroys us in the build-up, and it's a big problem when he's playing, and everything just slows down. We can't give the ball to him essentially. So I would like him to be a bit creative if Porro's not available. Yeah,
I completely agree. I don't want to see Emerson play this weekend, to be honest. I think that he's just so wrong for the system. I don't think he fits what we're trying to do. Like you said, absolutely spot on. Every time he does get on the ball, he seems to break down the fluidity going forward. So in terms of who we can put there, Pape Sarr, could a potential Dejan Kulusevski, someone like that, go there?
I mean, I wouldn't want him there, but maybe. I'm trying to think who else. Apart from that, could Højbjerg potentially go there? I think Sarr would probably be the best fit.
I wouldn't want Højbjerg there either, to be honest.
No, I think Sarr would maybe be the best fit. Or maybe you just go back three, I'm thinking. Or maybe you can put Romero there and put Dragoshin in centre back. I think I'd rather Romero there just because he's a bit better on the ball, potentially. So that's why I'd put him a right back. But yeah, you could also maybe think Dragoshin there as well. There's a few options. But the thing is, you're taking Emerson out because you feel like he's not good enough on the ball. So the reason you'd want him out is to put someone who's better on the ball there.
Yeah.
That's why I wouldn't want to put like Dragoshin there. And I guess he may. But I think Højbjerg's better on the ball than Emerson. So I think maybe he could do a job. I think Sarr and maybe having Bentancur, Basuma, Maddison in the centre. Maybe that's something we could trial.
I think probably the one I would go for is Sarr, though. I think he's got the stamina as well to keep going throughout the game. As we always know, he's good on the ball, he's good in defense as well, in terms of he's always covering that position anyway, so why not?
Yeah, I agree.
In terms of the Palace injury news, Dom Smith from the Evening Standard said that Eberechi Eze is in contention to face Tottenham Saturday. There is also optimism that Joachim Andersen could start as well, and that is not good news for us.
No, but at least Mark Guehi's not available, so that's going to be a big miss. Obviously, Anderson's been a very good player, but it's not good news. Eze is obviously a fantastic player. Having him available is a massive boost for Palace, and the fact they won 3-0 without him as well will give them even more confidence that they can go to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium under the new manager and get a result. But we've got to be prepared for it, and there's even though he's available, no excuses going into this one.
Absolutely. That is your Tottenham update for today. Let me know in the comment section below your thoughts regarding all the news stories we brought to you today. Like, subscribe and comment, and as always, come on you Spurs.